What's up guys, welcome to Blake's Garage. Today I'm gonna be working on the BMW M4. I got a track day this Friday, time attack round 3 with turn 8 track days. Now I just threw new tires on the car, just put on these Nankang AR1s. They're fresh, they're crispy, they're new. 295s in the front. It fits very nice, the fitment is very good. And then a 315 in the rear. These are 18 by 11s in the rear and 18 by 10 or 10.5, I honestly don't remember. These actually fit pretty decent. I could almost even like run a spacer if I wanted this to come out a little bit more. But no rubbing or anything like that. Just so you can see, 315, 30. Look at the meat. Look at the meat back there. But anyways, today is actually about brakes. So I grabbed some new Girodiscs off of my buddy Gabe. If you guys haven't checked out Blues Clues M3, I'll leave a link down to his channel below right here. But he actually upgraded to like a trophy brake kit from, geez, I forget even who it was, but it's like something like a $10,000 brake system. But anyways, he had these rotors and these are the Girodiscs. Now you can pick these up off Keys Motorsports. I'll leave a link down below. I think I'm gonna be getting some rear ones too. But these are an actual 2-piece. As you can see, they're in really good condition still. He has tracked these, but like, there's just little bit of wear, no lip, nothing like that. And these are about $1,200 for the pair. Now, that might sound like a lot of money, and it kind of is a lot of money, but it is highly worth it because you're gonna get better heat dissipation on the discs themselves. So if you guys see here, I've had an issue, you know, with basically my calipers turning completely black from the blue color that they once were. Also, you can see on this rotor here, I don't even have that much, I don't even have like, I got like 4-5 track days on these rotors, something like that. There is quite a bit of wear on this. But what these new ones will help with is evacuating all that heat. And these old ones, they just don't get the heat out as good as they should. Now mind you, the stock braking system on this car is amazing. We got 4 pots up front, we got 2 pots in the rear. There's really not a huge reason to upgrade the brakes unless you're going with something super fancy, but like, you know, and you're tracking all the time and you get a good deal on it. But honestly, this is usually gonna outbrake your tire for the most part. And these tires are super grippy as well. So let's pull this off. We're gonna replace the rotors. Oh, and I have some brand new Gloc brakes. I got the R18 compound, which is what I like to run while I'm at the track. So that's the part number if you guys are looking for those. For, I think it's 13, maybe it's $1,400. They're a couple $100 more, but they are bigger. If you guys are running the carbon ceramic brakes on your M for like street use or track use or whatever, honestly, I would throw those damn things in the closet and I would change out to those Girodisc rotors because you're gonna save a lot of money. I think it's something like over $10,000 to replace the rotors with the carbon ceramics. And I don't know about you, but that's not a maintenance item I would want to be messing with, especially with how I drive my car. I like to drive it very hard, and brakes are consumable, and that's a lot of money for a consumable. Like, yeah, I would honestly buy a new car if I had to pay that. But you can get the Girodisc conversion, and you can just slap those iron rotors on there, and it's amazing. And then after those irons wear out, you can actually replace the outer ring right here, keep the center hat, and this is only about 800 bucks, which is amazing. That's super awesome. So let's go ahead and jack up the car. We will get these rotors and pads on it and get ready for the track day. Also, I need to take off a couple aero things just so I don't get like spec'd out of my class or whatever. I don't want to get bumped into race class because of this. This is technically a 3-piece diffuser, but it has an under panel, and I don't want to get kicked out for that. Also, I'm going to take off these side pieces because they only allow a certain number of aero pieces. I don't know, someone could protest just for those. Really doesn't do anything, but I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to pop those off as well. That's something. I don't know. Okay, guess we can get a jack under it now. All right, let's go ahead and bust this wheel off. What I could tell up in the wheel arches, I drove a little aggressively yesterday. I don't see any rubbing that I can make out, at least. Maybe something slightly there, but I think that might just be from rubbing on the fender liner in this inner spot. So if you guys have not changed your brakes by yourself on your M4, M3, M2, really any BMW, I highly recommend doing it yourself because it's super simple. If you plan on doing any track days, it's going to save you a ton of money. It's very easy, and yeah, why not just learn how to do it yourself, you know? You'll literally be able to do it quicker than you can drive to someone to have them do it. So if you think like, oh, well, it's going to save me time. Not really. It really doesn't when you really think about it. It doesn't save you time and money. It actually costs you money and it costs you time at the same time. Unless you have your own personal driver, you can make, I don't know, some minion go drop off your vehicle for you, then you'll save time. Besides that, you won't. Cool. Alright, so I have a 15mm spacer up front. I could probably get away with a 12mm or even less if I wanted to sink it in a bit more, but I like the way it's looking right now, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Alright, now we can basically go ahead and bang out these pads, get them out of here, compress this up, bang the pads out by basically pounding in this little pin right here, and that'll slide this out. You pound the pin in there, there's a little retainer spring, boom, pop the pads out, super easy. A little, what is this, 5mm Allen I wanna say. Take these two off, slide the rotor off, good to go, easy. Punch for countersinking finishing nails, costs you about $2. Everybody should have a hammer. If you don't have a hammer, please go buy one. Everyone should own, you know, a couple tools. And I like to grab some pliers and just pull the pins out from the back. Pin, and the spring that just goes on the top here for pad knockback basically. So these pads have had quite a few track days on them. Kind of gonna push these back like this. I'm using this, I'm compressing the actual pistons quite a bit, which I may actually need to take that off. You could see, oh man, yeah, we had no more use on these. I was actually past the thingy, whatever that's called. No good. So these track pads are toast, which I was pretty sure they were. I pretty much killed those off at Button Willow. I've just been like dailing these. Oh, nasty. Okay, so they've been making a little bit more squeal, and now I know why. So in the middle here, you use a 5mm, bust that loose. Because this does spin, I usually like to give it a nice quick whack, like that. The bottom one, a nice quick whack. This is why I didn't make Laguna Seca. I needed new brake calipers, and I needed new brake pads, and I didn't really have the time to do so. So brakes are huge. That is literally, it's literally the only upgrade you need on an F8x for tracking is track pads. The rotors technically are fine, the stock ones. They'll get you plenty of track days. These new Girodiscs, they're gonna be better because it's an actual floating two-piece disc, where these are close to that. It's like a simulated one. It's basically a cheaper version. Pretty cool in its own, you know, in its own design really, but not truly race inspired like a lot of the big brake kits. Okay, now because I have studs on, I'm not gonna be able just to pop off the caliper, so I'm gonna have to knock off the caliper in the backside right here. So I'll grab, all right, and just rest those calipers right there. Now you can see full rotor here. I actually want to get a weight on this real quick because I'm kind of curious as to the difference here on weights with the Girodisc and the stock M rotor. All right, let's get an idea of what these weigh. I just did a little bit of subtraction. 24.9 pounds. These weigh in at 21.8. Not only quite a bit of unsprung weight taken off of the car, but also I'll have quite a bit of rotational mass taken off. So that's actually gonna help the car stop as well. Plus increased cooling over this kind of fake two-piece with the aluminum in comparison. So very cool. So you wanna go ahead and install these in the correct direction. Also, you need to line up a little pins or whatever. Is that correct? Yeah. Boom. All the pins are lining up right there. Wheel bearing sounds okay. Right, now we can go back to re-affixing the caliper. Just gonna go ahead and slide these in here. good. Banging on the back. Looks nice. New meat on there. Oh yeah, new pads. I'm ready to rip. Oh yeah, monstrous. Look at those bad boys. That's gonna be sick. I am stoked to have some new brakes on the car. That is gonna make me feel very nice, very good on track. Hopefully I can get a couple other things, maybe before the end of the track day or before the beginning of the track day. We'll see. I want to get some rears of the same situation. Really, my rear rotors look good. My rear pads are perfectly fine. They got a ton of meat on them still, so that's bueno. Yeah, but it'd be cool to get some matching ones for the rear, get some extra cooling and that sort of stuff.